everyone, and welcome to a video that's going to be a little different. The reason why I thought to make this video is mainly because I don't really know what to put in between. I kind of feel bad for just uploading a bunch of the same series over and over again, which which isn't really a problem, but for me it feels, I don't know, I want to add variety. But on that, I thought it would be interesting to show you how I make these videos, if you're interested, of course, on learning how to. There's also free ways of doing this. In my spare time, I make music. That's why I have FL Studio here. But you can definitely use free softwares like Audacity and any other voice recording. You can even record on your phone. They come with built-in recorders. But I just thought I would show you how to record, or how I make my videos on YouTube. And as you can see, I'm recording right now. I usually set my voice to 20. I don't know why. It's just something I like to do. This doesn't really have anything to do with anything until I add except for adding effects later on, cleaning up the vocals so they're not so noisy. They're more crisp and clear. I'm always experimenting with how to make my voice sound as crisp and clear as it can. I rarely add any I rarely ever add pitch changes to my voice. There's only a couple of times, and they were for background vocals. To name one, the Escape on a Planet one I can't remember the exact name of right now. My folder for sounds that I use, I'm still in the process of organizing them because, as you can see, I have a lot. And some is also where I save my some of my projects. Some of them are found. Some of them, I think I may have saved something in the wrong spot, which happens a lot. Like this one, I think this was a song project I was working on. Regardless, as you can see, I have lots of sound effects. I have lots of rain, objects. I only have one, but when I get this finally organized, because I have quite a few, this will be an extensive list of sound effects. And a lot of these you've heard. If you see it here, I've used it at least once somewhere in a video, whether it be turned down and quiet or whatnot. I usually get my sounds from here. They are all free to use sounds, mostly. A song in one of my videos did get flagged from here, but it wasn't copyright striked. It was just flagged saying, hey, this is a song here. But I've never really had any issues, and they have pretty much everything you need. You do need an account to download stuff, but I just found this to be a very useful tool for sounds that I use. There's really not much else that I really do when it comes to making these videos. They're pretty straightforward. I used to put when I first started, you can see it in my earlier videos that I used to put a huge amount of effort into them. I've kind of scaled back a bit so I don't burn myself out on doing this, because although it is simple to do, it's still time consuming, and I don't always want to stop and record something or edit something. And when you record for however long you record, like I've been uploading 8-minute long videos, but I've been cutting out like 5 to 6 minutes off of those, either because I derail from what I have planned, which by the way, all of my videos are unscripted. I'm bad at scripting. I'm bad at writing scripts. It's one of the main reasons why I haven't finished off that one series where I needed to bring in another person. And also, that was too ambitious. I'm gonna be honest. That was too ambitious to do so early. I had no plan of really getting anyone on, and now a lot of people liked it, so now I don't have to, but I kind of feel like I do at some time. A lot of the times, once I'm done recording, I'll go through and I'll cut out things that I don't like these long silences here, or coughs, clear throats. There's a lot of things that I can't really control. Like cars passing by as well. I think there's a lot of stuff. Some stuff you don't even notice while you're recording, and then you notice it going through. There's been a few times where I had to go back and re-record a part, just because it was ruined by an element or some sound that I didn't notice at the time. Luckily, it doesn't happen too often, but it really adds to the tedium. But when I get the audio done, I'll start doing things like adding in the sounds that I want. Like, say I want some rain. With this type of effect, you'll see that it kind of tapers off and goes quiet on itself. I usually just cut that off and cut off the beginning, which for a rain sound is perfectly suitable, is perfectly fine, and it becomes loopable. If you listen closely, you might hear it loop, but rain is so chaotic and noisy that you're not gonna really notice it looping. For other sounds, it's a lot more difficult to do that kind of thing with. But for rain, it's perfectly fine. Fire is also fine as long as you keep in mind the pops and crackles. If there's a pretty clear pattern of pops, you want to make sure you avoid adding those pops in. So now at this point, I'm probably gonna have cut away to show you how I maybe a small time lapse while I talk of me finishing up the audio, adding the effects. One of the effects I like to add is a form of I guess a compressor of sorts. I can't remember what it's called. I guess I can look right here real quick. Fruity parametric EQ2, so an equalizer. That's what I meant to say. The kind of bring out the nice sounds, try to filter out the background. Because if I go completely quiet here, you may be able to hear that background noise. If not, then that's fine, but in the summer, it becomes an issue because I live in the desert, and it gets very hot. And, I usually turn off the AC or fan, whatever I'm using to cool me off that summer. It's never one thing. I usually turn it off while I'm recording, just so it's a nice quiet sound, but I can only go on for so long. Like after 10 minutes, it starts getting really hot again. And it just, there's not much I can do. Sometimes I record with it on just because it's like it's too hot. Like last summer, it got up to 109, 110. That was miserable. I didn't like it. And by the way, that's in Fahrenheit. I've been trying to teach myself Celsius. For, just because it's nice knowledge to know both. Getting off topic. See, that's what I would cut out of those videos, but sometimes, my mind just goes onto something and I just start talking about it, It's just kind of how a non-scripted oriented channel goes. If you're not scripted, you're not following something, so you typically just kind of mumble on with something. And that's something I try to keep in check, and I do a pretty good job of it, and I don't normally have to cut out a lot, but it's usually an average of like 5 minutes, and that's including background sounds and things that ruin the recording. I hope that I got some I guess foam for the walls to help reduce any kind of echo. There's really not much of an echo, so that's not really an issue, but it's mostly to help dampen the sound that comes into the room, because honestly these walls are pretty thin, and you could hear someone talking in the living room, and it's just like there might as well not be a wall there. It's not great. So hopefully that will fix that issue. And yeah, let me know what you think of this video if you want, and let me know what videos you'd like to see in the future. I do still have some plans for this channel that I'm going to slowly release over time. One of which I don't really feel like I should release yet, but at the same time, it might be a good idea. You know. Anyways, it's just some ideas, some thoughts, and yeah, we'll continue on with the video. The next Ender Alien will be the last episode of the Lover's Path, and then we'll do the other path, which I'm still trying to figure out what to name and how it's gonna go. Pretty much, Lover's Path is willing listener, and the other path is the unwilling listener, one that may not be so friendly. Anyways, thank you for checking this out. Sorry for making a video when this is an audio-based channel, but you know, hopefully the way I describe things didn't really need to see. Hopefully you can just listen, but if you did need to see, then I'll try to keep that in mind next time I do a visual-based video. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching and listening, and I will see you next time.